Hello, friends. Welcome to my online journal, Nutrinka, maybe episode 7. Today is March 28th. I am a day late. I could not get my stuff together. I just got home from work with 22 very excited and energetic first graders. The weather in Maryland is insane. It's windy, it's cold, it was snowing. We had a snow squall today. It was kind of crazy. So anyway, my name is Karen. I live in Maryland. I have 2 kids. I have 1 dog and I have 7 cats, and you might actually see a cat today. We'll see. I don't know. And I am a knitter and I am a spinner, and I am using this sort of as a way for me to keep myself accountable and talk about my things that I make and how I don't know where I'm looking actually. Let's see. Right there. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm not editing this because, as I said, I'm late. And so I'm doing this while in between when I get off from work and when I pick Pat up from school. So I have been sort of busy. I said last time that I wanted to finish the socks for Sarah's friend and my mom's shawl. And I did those things. But before I do that, I'm going to show you some of my works in progress. So the first work in progress is the Musselburgh hat from Isolde Teague. And this yarn is, it's called the Potter series by Desert Vista Dye Works. And you can see it's a self-striper. This is my Descent yarn ball holder. I won't be like, Chevy calls it a yarn condom, Chevis, but it's a yarn ball, cake holder, whatever. But anyway, this is for a friend of mine. And yeah, it's really pretty. The stripes are really pretty, and it's exciting. The thing about the Musselburgh that I don't love is the fact that it's a lot of knitting, and it's just stocking that round and round, but it's really pretty and I'm kind of excited about it. So the next thing that I've been working on, and I worked on this a lot this weekend, is my night shift shawl by Andrea Mowry. And you can see the last time I showed it to you, I was here and I knit on this yesterday, and on Saturday for probably like a lot, like probably 5 hours or something, 6 hours. So it's getting there. I cannot, it's amazing to me that this is 2 skeins of yarn. And I think I've said this before, that I'm knitting this with Noro Ito. And on my Ravelry, which is Mom Teach Knit, I have a page, and I took this maybe from Espace Tricot. They did this shawl, so I'm sort of following their idea, and I don't remember the colors, but I refer to this as the red ball, and I think Sarah got me this, and this is the purple ball, and Pat got me this for Christmas 2020. So this shawl is going to be a really special one because it's yarn that both of my kiddos picked out for me. And I just, on the camera, it looks even, prettier than I almost feel like it does in real life. So I am really excited about this. I have my, I'll show you my organizing here. So I only have, 47 rows to go, and then it's a I-cord bind off. So, and I'll use both colors, and I've never done that before, but the directions don't look too complicated. And it's it's so squishy. And it was so cold today. It was like, I don't know, a high of 34 degrees, and it's windy and snowy and just cold. And I really wish I had this made to wrap myself in, but it will be made. It will be made. My goal is to be finished with this by the end of March, because my numbers are not looking so good this month, guys. So I have to get some knitting done to make up for that. So I did finish, actually I finished 3 things. I'll show you the thing I don't like the most first. And I don't dislike it. This is a skein of Jakira Farms BFL. And I tried to spin it thick, and I tried to chain ply it. And now there are some parts in here like this, wow, that are just really pretty, right? Like it looks really perfect. There's another strand in here that just looks really like pretty and really like nice, but a lot of it is way overspun. And I thought that with the plying, I would be able to sort of straighten out some of the overspinning like I can when I do a 2-ply, but no dice. And I think it was because I was trying to like too many kind of fancy things at the same time. I was trying to chain ply, I was trying to spin it thick, and it did not really work really at all. So I have a friend who goes to school with Pat, who is a weaver, and I'm gonna see if she's interested in weaving this. Otherwise, I don't know, I could probably knit it into a circle or crochet it into a circle and make like a hot mat or something like that for my table. You just can't wear it. I mean, if you look, I'll show you. Ugh, I'll show you the yuck. The yuck is here. The yuck is like lots of, let's see, is like lots of curlies and twisties. It's yuck. Well, it's fine though. I mean, whatever. I now know that I'm not gonna, I gotta fix my tension and my speed and stuff before I try it again. I mean, I like the idea of it. The execution wasn't so hot. So that's all right. Next time will be better. I'm not gonna, there are worse things in this world and more things in this world for me to sweat than, you know, one skein of yarn that I didn't do a great job on. All right, so all right, now, so these are the Lemonade Shop Bad Day. I was going to put these on a blockers, and I just did not, but look at these socks. Now I'm whispering like, uh-oh, did I make them the wrong size again? No, they're good. Okay, but look. They're so pretty. So, these are toe up. They're 72 stitches on 2.5 millimeter Chow red lace, magic loop, because I do not care for double pointed needles. I do not know what the length is. They're really long. I don't care how long they are. I just want to make sure that they're long enough so that, you know, whatever I want to make, a hat or whatever, I don't have an issue, because I don't have time for that. I am thinking about buying interchangeable needles, but I kind of feel like I want to buy interchangeable needles so that I can say I have interchangeable needles rather than because I need them. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I knit the foot, and then I used Wendy Johnson's toe up with a gusset heel, and it's a free pattern on wendyknits.net. It's not really a pattern, it's like a recipe, and so you can go on there, and there's a document that has like toe up sock numbers, and it has different ways that you can make your sock. I like the toe up. I like the sock with the gusset heel. I do like the bigger heel. And then I knit, I think it was either, I don't know, 3.5 or 4.5, something like that, inches. And then I did a 2x2 rib for 1.5 inches. I don't have a clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 16, 17 rows. And then I bound off with a, I knit one, I knit one, I knit through the back loop, I knit one, I knit through the back loop, I knit one, I knit through the back loop. That's how I did the bind off with a size 3, US 3, which I don't, maybe that's a 3.25, I don't remember, needle. And it's a really like, it's as stretchy a bind off as I've ever seen. And it is a little, I don't know, loose maybe, but you know, I don't care. I don't care what socks look like when they're not on your feet. I care what they look like when they're on your feet. And this for me is a nice loose bind off. So, all right. The piece de resistance. This is my mom's Temperance Shawl. And this, did I say, was out of Lemonade Shop? And it was Bad Day. I don't know what the base was. I don't remember. I've said it on a different thing. Anyway, it was really nice to knit with. And it's like a little thicker, I feel like. So it's nice and squishy. Nice and squishy socks. All right. Temperance Shawl is done. Look at how long it is. Look at how long it is. Oh. This is my mama's shawl. It's so beautiful. I really like it. I love the colors. And I've said these are not my colors necessarily. I am way more, like, I guess if we're going to be a season people, I guess. I am a winter person. I really like cool colors. My mom, this is more autumn, I think, and I feel like this fits her style and her wardrobe better. It's got cat hair on it. I'm going to have to clean it because she's allergic to cats. I did clean it, but every single thing in my house has cat hair on it, so, you know, I soaked it. I didn't block it, but I wove in all my ends. I soaked it in Pineapple Grove, I think. And then I just stuck it in a towel, rolled it up, squeezed it, you know, kneeled on it, did the whole shebang. And then I have a, like a bar, a clothes hanger bar, garment bar, I don't know what it's called. But anyway, that when I used to iron clothes, I would iron clothes, put them on a hanger and hang them on that bar until they were ready to go away. I just hung it over the top of that, and we sleep with a fan on at night. So, and I mean, so I didn't do an official block, but I think it actually really came out really nice. It's soft, and I think it's really beautiful. And there was like a weird little bubble here that is gone now. So yay. But you know, this section, oh my gosh, was the longest section, this last section, but it is really beautiful. So I'm super excited to get this finished. And this was out of Malabrigo sock, and the green was lettuce. Here, let me find sections to show you the colors. All right, the green was lettuce. The variegated color was called Diana. And then the solid red, and there is no solid red. It's not really red, it's like orange right here. This was called, oh, my phone. I'm not doing this normal because I don't have a lot of time, but is called Botticelli red. So there's that. yeah, so I did do a lot of knitting, and it was, I did enjoy it. Although, man, that shawl took a very freaking long time. A very long time. And I feel like the last time I made it, I was like, I'm not going to make this shawl again because it takes too long. And then I made it again. And I say again, I'm not going to make it again because it takes way too long. But I will make it again because it's a beautiful shawl. And you know what I did both times is that I picked a green, and then I picked a solid, and then I picked a variegated. And the variegated and the non-green solid were too close in color. So it's hard. I mean, you can see that there are different colors there, but they're not, they're very, very similar. There's a lot of similar shading and stuff. So if I make it again, I may like think about Stephen West-esque shawls and do super bright, like pink, green, and yellow or something like that, where the colors are really, really different. Or like black, white, and purple. You know, just something different. So I have purchased yarn. My local yarn shop called The Yarn Shop was having a winter clearance sale. Everything was 35% off. So I went in and bought yarn for the Felix cardigan. And it's really pretty. It's a Juniper Moon Farms, I think. It's really pretty. So I'm excited to do that. I bought another skein of Noro, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's like a green and white color. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make the Waffle Cardigan, which is by Disturbing the Fleece. And I bought more big freaking yarn from Knitting Fever. I'm going to be teaching Patty's class at, so we have in our district, we're really lucky. We have a performing arts, like a fine arts high school. It's like a magnet school. You have to audition and apply to get in. So the seniors have done their senior show, and I was right. I was telling you about that, and it was stunning. It was absolutely stunning. I said to one of the parents, like, I've never been speechless because I had so much to say. These artists were just amazing. They had an amazing turnout for their opening night. But now their preparation for that show is kind of done. So now they have a block of time in their schedule where it's sort of free choice. So I'm going to go in on their A days. So 1 week it'll be 2 days, 1 week it'll be 3 days for like maybe the next month or so, and teach them about spindle spinning and dyeing. And we're going to use food coloring, which I know is not as good as acid dye, but without respirators for everybody and safety glasses and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm a little bit relaxed when I do it at home and I just double mask, but these are not my kids. And so I need to make sure that whatever we're doing is safe. So we're going to use Wilton's food coloring, and yeah, and I think it'll be fun. They'll learn the difference between dyeing fiber or dyeing yarn and how that creates a different look when you, because, you know, if you are a spinner, spinning dyed fiber creates barber poling, and you can sort of use different techniques to make your yarn do different things. And then if you just dye yarn, you have like a little bit more control over how the dye goes on and what the effects will be and stuff like that. So that'll be fun to teach them. Their teacher, Pat's teacher, got a grant, so they got spindles and dye and wool, BFL. And then I have a bunch that I can bring, and we can practice doing some of that too. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. So that's that. What else? I have a procedure on my mouth. And you know, this will maybe be a video if you guys are interested for another day. I was born with something called bilateral cleft lip and palate. And as a result, I've had like lots and lots of surgeries where I've actually gone to the operating room, and then a ton of surgical procedures that have been done in doctor's offices. And I had some work done last summer, and then I've been having work done all year, and then I have another one on Friday. So it's hard not to stress buy yarn, but that's okay. I'm excited about Maryland sheep and wool. I'm going to spend a lot of money, as I said. I'm going to buy a lot of yarn and fiber and maybe other things. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it'll be fun. I've been buying, my kiddo was accepted into the Maryland Institute College of Art, which is in Baltimore. It's called MICA. It's a big art school. And we went down and looked around on Saturday ahead of the formal sort of parent and kid accepted students visit day. And they were very excited. And we went into the bookstore, and it's so funny because, you know, we did this with Sarah where we went to the colleges and then we looked at the bookstores, and Micah is a different bookstore. There's like 6 books, and then the rest is paints and fiber and yarn and brushes and clay and all the things for all the art. So it was funny because, yeah, it's not really a bookstore. It's not a bookstore. So it was exciting. They're getting excited. And I'm excited for them. And the other thing I want to say is that I am currently on the planning committee for the Hagerstown Fiber Festival. And it's going to be in October. I can't remember the date offhand, but I can link it down below. I am not editing this video. So everything is going to be in the video, in the down bar. Whatever, you know the thing. So that I will put a link to the website if you are a vendor or you know anybody who is a vendor. I believe there's an application on there. And if you are interested in coming, there's information on that. And I think it's not going to be huge, but it's going to be our first one, and we're really, really excited because we have a great fiber community up here, and the idea of growing that is really exciting. It's exciting for me. It's exciting. Our yarn shop is the lady who owns our yarn shop is sort of the impetus of that. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome, and I can't wait. So I'll link it, and you guys can check it out. And yeah, I feel like that's it. I've got the shawl on the needles now. I've got the muscle burra hat. Once I finish the shawl, let's see, I have a hat that I'm making for Patty's teacher and a pair of socks that I'm making for their other teacher. So those are not complicated. I'm going to make another muscle burra, but I'm going to stripe it with different colored blues. Pat's teacher is vegan, so I found some yarn. I think it's Barocco, I think. I'll show you when I get ready to make that hat. That was one of my purchases that I've made. But I saw something. I was watching a podcaster yesterday who was like, well, this isn't stash because I've already got it earmarked for a project. And I was like, maybe it doesn't count as stash if you already know what you're going to make out of it. I feel like that's a cheater way. You know what? It might not be a cheater way for everyone, but it is most assuredly a cheater way for me. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, I'm going to make that hat. And then Pat's teacher, I made a pair last year when I did the Desert Vista Monthly Sock Club. I made a pair of socks out of all of my Desert Vista Dye Works scraps. And I essentially just did one repeat of each of the colorways. Not each, because I think I had like 13 colorways, maybe 13 or 14. And I think I got 7 into the sock. And then I did the toe and the heel flap, one color. And then I did the ribbing, another color. And those were colors that were not like a repeatable. One of them was a sock blank. And then the other was a mini that went with the 2021 Summer Sock Camp that the Crazy Sock Lady does, I think, something like that. So it was like fire. If you know what that colorway looked like, it sort of was like fire, like oranges and reds and stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to make her a pair of socks. I'll make Pat's other teacher a muscle burra hat. And then I'm going to cast on my waffler. What I've been doing lately is having a project for home, and that's like my shawls, and then a project on the go. And right now that's the muscle burra. I can teach and knit that because I don't have to think about it. It's easy. So I think that's what I'm going to, although I don't know, because the scrappy socks and the muscle burra I'm thinking of making are not mindless because they're going to involve changing yarn. So I'll have to think about that. I might have to cast on a pair of socks that are just like, I have no worry about getting them finished soon, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Wish me luck on my thing on Friday. Ugh, they're cutting open my gums. I hate the dentist. I hate it. I hate the dentist like so much that it's hard to state in words how much I hate the dentist. And I mostly just hate the Novocaine. And I have withstood the pain of procedures without Novocaine because the thought of the needles, like as a grown-up, makes me cry in the chair, like uncontrollably. And the last time they had to do lots of Novocaine, they actually gave me Valium and Sweet Air. And I can't do that this time because I have to drive myself. Ooh, there's a cat that's doing something crazy in the kitchen. These cats are so bad. They're taking over my life. We have 7 cats, and they're bad. All of them are. One of them, whose name is Yoshi, who's looking at me right now, she's sitting on the heating vent, comes to my bedroom door every morning. And she meows at me. And then when I come out, she takes like 3 steps and then turns around and meows at me. And she basically guides me down the stairs so that I can feed the cats. She's like the one that they all were like, she'll come if you go and get her. And then she doesn't talk to me anymore after I feed them. So she's a stinker. All right, I think my garbage can is rolling away. So I'm going to go out and get the garbage cans. I hope you guys have a really great 2 weeks. I really like it when you comment. It makes me feel so excited and I feel like super connected. So leave me a comment if you like. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you're going to Maryland Sheep and Wool if you live in the area, or if you don't live in the area, let me know if you're going, because I'm super excited about that. And yeah, and let me know what day. We're going on Saturday. I bought tickets for my whole family, but I am aware of the fact that not everybody might be able to come because of work commitments, but it's all right. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm so excited about it. I can't even stand it. I won $4 in the lottery. Not enough to quit my job, but you know, we're moving in a forward direction. And what else? That's it. All right, guys. Have a really good 2 weeks, and I will see you later. Bye.